Welcome to Bike Review Pro, your ultimate destination for in-depth bike reviews, honest opinions, and everything two-wheeled. In today's video, we're diving into a machine that's creating a lot of buzz in the mid-range cruiser segment, the Harley Davidson X350. This bike marks Harley Davidson's latest step into expanding their global reach, especially into markets like Asia, where demand for mid-capacity motorcycles is growing rapidly. But does the X350 live up to the Harley name? Let's break it all down. The global strategy behind the X350. The Harley Davidson X350 is a product of Harley's strategic partnership with Chinese manufacturer QJ Motor, aimed at tapping into a new generation of riders in emerging markets. Traditionally, Harley has been known for big, heavyweight cruisers, the kind that roar down highways in America. But the X350 is a different story. It's lighter, more affordable, and designed for urban streets and new riders. This bike is also part of Harley's plan to compete with brands like Royal Enfield, Honda, and Benelli, which have already established strong footholds in the mid-displacement category. Engine and performance. At the heart of the Harley-Davidson X350 is a 353cc parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and capable of producing around 36 horsepower and 31 Newton-meters of torque. This setup is more in line with what we see in sporty commuter bikes rather than traditional Harley cruisers. The engine is derived from QJ Motor's platform, which also powers models like the Benelli 302S. What this means is that the X350 isn't your typical low-revving Harley cruiser. It revs higher, accelerates quicker, and feels more responsive in city traffic. Despite being a small displacement motorcycle by Harley standards, the X350 offers decent performance for everyday riding. Whether you're cruising around town or taking short highway trips, this bike holds its own. The 6-speed gearbox is smooth, and the throttle response is fairly linear, making it approachable for beginners while still engaging for experienced riders. Design and styling. When it comes to looks, the X350 carries some Harley DNA but with a modern twist. The bike features a neo-retro Street Fighter design, combining a muscular fuel tank, sharp LED headlamp, minimalist tail section, and blacked-out components. It's not the chrome-heavy cruiser you'd expect from Harley, but it's a design that caters to younger, style-conscious riders. The ergonomics are upright and comfortable, thanks to mid-set foot pegs and a wide handlebar. The seat height is about 777 millimeters, which makes it accessible for shorter riders as well. Overall, the X350 blends sporty aesthetics with urban practicality. It doesn't scream traditional Harley, but it definitely stands out in its segment. Build quality and features. Even though it's a more affordable Harley, the X350 doesn't feel cheap. The build quality is solid, with good attention to detail. The fit and finish are impressive for a bike in this category. Components like the suspension, brakes, and switchgear are well put together. Speaking of suspension, the X350 comes with USD front forks and a monoshock at the rear, providing a balanced and controlled ride. In terms of features, the X350 is kept relatively simple, no fancy electronics or ride modes here. You get ABS on both wheels, a digital instrument cluster, and LED lighting all around. While some might expect more tech at this price point, Harley seems to have focused more on reliability and ride quality rather than gimmicks. Ride and handling. On the road, the X350 feels nimble and planted. The chassis is well engineered to handle urban conditions as well as spirited riding. Weighing in at around 195 kilograms, the bike strikes a good balance between stability and maneuverability. Cornering is confident, and the bike doesn't feel heavy or sluggish. Braking is handled by dual-disc brakes up front and a single disc at the rear, offering adequate stopping power for the bike's size and performance. The suspension setup does a good job of soaking up bumps and potholes, making the X350 a comfortable ride on city streets. However, if you're expecting the plush ride of a typical cruiser, you might find it a bit firm. Still, for a street-focused machine, it performs admirably in most situations. Target audience. The Harley Davidson X350 is clearly targeted at new riders, urban commuters, and younger enthusiasts who want the Harley brand without the bulk or price tag of bigger models. It's also a smart choice for those upgrading from a 150 cubic centimeters or 250 cubic centimeters bike, looking for something with a bit more power but still manageable. This bike is especially relevant in countries like India, Pakistan, China, and Southeast Asia, where the majority of riders are cost-conscious and ride in congested urban environments. By launching the X350, Harley is not just offering a new bike, they're inviting an entirely new generation into the Harley family. Price and competition. As of now, the X350 is priced very competitively in the markets where it has launched, significantly lower than Harley's traditional lineup. In regions like China and Southeast Asia, it's seen as a direct rival to bikes like the Benelli 302S, KTM Duke 390, and Royal Enfield Hunter 350. All of these bikes have carved out strong fan bases, so Harley has a real fight on its hands. That said, the X350's pricing makes it accessible, and its unique blend of Harley branding with modern street bike performance gives it a niche of its own. Whether it can disrupt the segment or not depends on how Harley positions it in each market. Final thoughts. The Harley Davidson X350 is a bold move that signals a new chapter for the iconic American brand. By stepping into the small to mid-capacity segment, Harley is adapting to a changing motorcycle landscape, one that values agility, affordability, and everyday usability. The X350 isn't about long highway cruises or roaring V-twins, it's about accessibility, versatility, and modern design. It may not satisfy hardcore Harley purists, but for a younger audience or riders in developing markets, the X350 could be the perfect gateway into the Harley lifestyle. If you're looking for a bike that blends brand prestige, daily usability, and solid performance, the X350 deserves a serious look. Outro, stay tuned with Bike Review Pro. That wraps up our deep dive on the Harley Davidson X350. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe to Bike Review Pro for more honest insights, detailed bike breakdowns, and everything from cruisers to sport bikes. Got any thoughts about the X350? Drop them in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, ride safe and keep the passion alive.